Hey gamers, welcome back to a brand new DSP video. I wasn't sure I was going to do this video because we've heard him rant about the FGC for so long, so whatever. But then I decided, you know what, why not? Why not, right? Why not? And I may throw in some of my own Guilty Gear gameplay in this, maybe. Depends. We'll see what happens. I have to win a lot, okay? That's what it's gonna depend on. No, it just depends on if I feel like it, basically. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's just get into this video. If you see Guilty Gear gameplay, you may not. I can't really like commentate on this and play Guilty Gear at the same time. I could do some stuff, but I may lose track on a lot of things very easily. I get very serious when I play Guilty Gear to a degree. I want to make that clear. But anyways, let's get into it. Let's fucking go.
With them. If you mean fighting games, it depends on the fighting game. For example, with Street Fighter 6, I really liked Street Fighter 6 for about a year. I don't like it anymore. So if I play it now, I'm just frustrated with it. If you mean like Capcom versus SNK 2, that's a game I played back.
Dude, I love that like he now doesn't like Street Fighter 6, and it's really because he thinks that everyone plays the same. I don't think that's the case. I'm just saying it, dude.
Back in the day when it was prominent, when it was one of the big 4 competitive Capcom games, which it was for about a decade.
Oh man.
All right.
I kind of feel like he said something more. I know this is like a kind of a scattered rant though, but whatever. I think the majority of what I want to focus on is here.
Play now because it's really the only way I can play a classic game and get a taste of good stuff. I don't like modern fighting games that much. They've been too dumbed down. They're too centered around online play and having really bad pattern play based on that. Very little of the mechanics that actually were the core foundations of fighting games back in the day.
Again, as I said, like I've heard similar complaints about modern fighting games, but I can't really take him seriously when he says it because his whole gameplay is pattern. Like he played Street Fighter 6 like it was Super Turbo. Like the only mechanic he used that wasn't like a Street Fighter that was exclusive to Street Fighter 6 is Drive Rush. I don't really think he ever uses Drive Impact, only to counter Drive Impact. He never did it himself. Like it's so funny to me that he never really learned that like Drive Impact is basically Street Fighter 6's crush counters. Like he never learned crush counters. I didn't learn crush counters. I played Street Fighter 5, so I can't really like owe him on that. But regardless, this dude brags about being a pro FGC head, blah 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 blah, and he never really learned the Drive Impact system, only to counter it. I don't think he ever did a combo that like utilized it in any meaningful way. But whatever.
They are even used in modern fighting games anymore. They're just very simple. So I enjoy the harder to execute, more complex games of yesteryear. And I have to
I hate this boomer ass yesteryear bullshit. Fucking girl, move on.
suffer through playing with online lag and people who abuse it to play it. There's not much you can do. You just put up with it, right? So I'm going to sit here and rage and lag, but I'm still going to persevere. You know, take a look at Friday night. Yeah, there was 1 or 2 players who were.
I love that he did this, but when he dropped 30th Anniversary Collection, for example, and Marvel, he said, well, I don't want to waste your time on laggy games, or whatever the fuck, blah, blah, blah. But now he's willing to do because this is the most modern collection to keep playing. And I kind of do feel like, since he played Justin Wong, he just wants to keep playing it in hopes that he'll fight another icon he recognizes, because we're supposed to only respect like notable FGC guys. Anyone starting off, fuck you, you're nothing. Okay, dude? Sound good?
Players who were awful, abusing lag and being complete dickheads about it, because that's how they hit their.
What does being dickheads about it really mean? There was a dude he fought in the collection Friday and said that he didn't deserve to live or whatever the weird shit, and said that he's a terrible person. And the dude showed up in chat. Like, this is what's funny. The dude showed up in his chat and said, good games. and all this stuff, and DSP still was salty about it. Now, I am guilty of being a salty bitch sometimes, so I can't really say I'm any better. However, there are literal times where I may rage message someone like, oh, you're a fucking idiot, or whatever the fuck. And the dude may hit back with like, you know, whatever. I don't know. It's really weird because it starts off with that, then it de-escalates. Like he de-escalates, the person de-escalates the situation. But it's like sometimes, like when that happens, I do realize, okay, I am being like stupid here. I am overreacting to this. Like, it is mostly me. Is why I'm mostly mad. Like, it really is, because sometimes like I could be doing something, like I'm playing Baiken, and I'm thinking, okay, I should do a parry because he's gonna attack. I should do a wake up parry because I know that's gonna work. Now it could either be I mistime it, simply that, or like either way, it's my fault. I'll just say, in short, it's my fault regardless. But it's either I'm not doing a clean input of the parry, or I'm mistiming it, or I just simply can't parry, even though I think I can. And it's like that's what I get frustrated the most. Like, it's not even has nothing to do with the opponent. It's just these are situations where I feel I could parry and I didn't do it, and I lose because of that. Like, that's kind of like what I'm mad about in a match. It's that I think I can, and then it's like that's what does it for me. But sometimes when I message people like that and I get salty about it, and they respond with like, you know, like they may just respond to me like, oh well, you're a good Baiken, but you just need to be more patient and read better moves or whatever. And it's like, okay, yeah, you're right. I do get a little bit impatient when I play. Like, that does sometimes happen. So if I was in DSP's situation, let's bring it back to DSP for a moment, and I'm saying this guy's a piece of shit, fuck him, and then he shows up my stream chat and says, hey, good games, whatever. I would be like, okay, yeah, good games, maybe, whatever. Like, sometimes you just have to like kind of step back a little bit, and he doesn't really do that. Only when it's like certain people, right? It's really it's kind of like whatever. I mean, people get mad and when they play video games, but sometimes it's just you're going to have to like kind of put things in perspective sometimes. And I do think that sometimes when I like rage message, it is to kind of like just get something out and then and like move on. And the stuff I rage about, I also want to make it clear, I don't try to be like super toxic about it. It's just like I try to say dumb shit too sometimes, like whatever. But it is what it is. It does sometimes shit happens. Okay. I'm a human being, dude.
Their grandmaster rankings, they literally just did abusable things you can't stop online. But I still won more than I lost. I still gained a ridiculous amount of points, and I'm leveling up. So that's the whole point, right?
Right?
Excuse me.
But he never apologized to that guy either. It's kind of funny. Like the guy showed up in his chat, not even being mean to him. Like, maybe the only thing that's kind of trolling was that he brought up his age, but who cares? Like, I mean, whatever, right? But the dude showed up to just say like, good game, and DSP's like, fuck you, you suck.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I couldn't do that. Like,
So
like
thanks.
literally, even if there's also been instances where I don't message everyone. I should clarify, but even if I don't message someone and I think that, oh, this guy, oh man, he's so lucky. Fuck that. Whatever. I move on, and then that guy messages me saying good game. I will say good game back, and I'll say, yeah, maybe that was a good game. Like, sometimes they just simply put like, a lot of rage you may feel in a fighting game, it may just be simply like out of like you just feel robbed, and that sometimes happens. Like, sometimes I do say to people sometimes, I was robbed of that match, because I could feel that way. Whatever, it may not has nothing to do with anyone's skill. It's just simply you may be robbed in any match, no matter what.
Thanks. Ava Cowboy Fan is the first contributor. Seriously, that's the first contribution to the stream. Let's get that on the leaderboard.
Let's get on the leaderboard.
Okay, let's see here. What's the difference between YouTube and Kick?
It's
Oh,
a
there's tons of
life, no
differences.
ban.
Really,
It's
there
skills
are.
ban.
Like,
Oof.
YouTube chat is completely different because it's actually a moving comment system. It's not really an active
I don't
chat.
know. I don't know what he means by moving comment system. Like, I don't get it. I never understood this, but whatever. Okay.
The quality, like YouTube has much better quality than Kick in general. The way you contribute is completely different.
Okay.
Casino, and now they just sit there and they clock. The audience is completely different. You know, on Kick you got a lot of holdovers from people who.
This is like really, man. You know, he specifically went to be on the Kino Casino to rob them, right? But what did he rob from them? Like, I guess you could say he robbed their whales, but their whales could also like contribute to both of them, right? Viewership. Well, you always shit on the viewership that were Kino Casino fans. Like it's like you rob a bank, but you hate the money you robbed. Like, I can't believe I got this disgusting money. Oh, it's so stupid. But it's like, dude, then why did you rob a bank, right? Like, that's kind of what's going on here. No, is you rob a jewelry store, but you hate all the jewelry. It's like, why did you go there then? There's all these other jewelry stores you could have gone to, but you chose the one you didn't like.
People who were watching me when I was associating with Kino Casino, and they just sit there and they closet troll or pocket watch, and oh, I'm a fan, but they're not.
How do you know
But
that,
I get paid
though?
for their views, so I don't really care. You know?
Okay. You get paid for the views.
Okay.
Then, but see, like, he then brags about how he gets paid per view, and yet will say, I didn't get any support from Kick. Wouldn't the views be the support? They're giving you money to watch, right? Oh, it's not enough money. It's like pittance. Okay. So, like, so then what are you really flexing? Oh, I make money off your view. I have pittance. So then, you know, you saying it's pittance kind of cancels out the brag that you get paid for their view then, right? Or maybe he wants us to think it's pittance, but it's actually a lot of money. What if?
No, Jay Kuma, I don't think so. People keep asking me, am I going back to Street Fighter 6? Honestly, I don't think so. I just don't like it.
This is so lame. He keeps hyping up, oh, maybe I'll go back for this. Oh, Sagat, I like Sagat. Maybe I'll go back to play Sagat. But, no, he's not gonna go back to play Sagat. No, he's not. Maybe he will. It really depends. I think the only way he'd ever go back to playing Sagat is if literally nothing's going on. And he's just desperate. Like, because he would need a day stream. For starters, he would need a day stream because he need to do the stupid ass dumb fuck trials.
You have to understand that I could play it, and I could get better at it again, and I probably could get Sagat to master, but do I care? No. I just don't like the game. It's a simpleton's game. It's for someone who literally just wants to memorize one pattern and just repeat it ad nauseum.
Dude, his entire gameplay is just 50-50 of he'll either throw or do a low hit or jab or some shit like that. Like, there's a 50-50 chance he's gonna drive rush into a throw. There's a 100% chance that either he will jump in and parry, or if he sees you jump in, he'll parry. So you can do an empty jump and throw. It's something like that. I remember thinking that every time I watched him play Street Fighter 6 is like, why don't these people just throw? He's like, you know he's gonna parry in a situation. Why not just throw? He does it a lot. I think it's when you jump in. He doesn't do anti-airs. It's so funny. He expects you're gonna do a jump in attack, so that's why he does a parry. I think he does. I think that's what I'm thinking of. And like all these people have to do is literally jump in and throw. He'll never suspect it because he can't tech the throw if he's parrying. Like, that's the punish of doing a parry. A lot, right? And it's like, I just sat there thinking, if I was fighting against him, that's all I do is just parry. Not parry, throw. And nobody does it. Nobody did it. It's the same thing when this dude was jumping like a fucking rabbit and nobody did a fucking anti-air. Even when he was Baiken, he kept doing the fucking air attack. And it's like, why don't you just anti-air that? He's jumping in, dude. Is in the air. And they would never do it. It was insane. Like I said, this is the previous video. I remember like Piece of Peace was like losing his shit about that. Like, why don't you anti-air?
Over and over. Like, to give you perspective here, all right? I've played Capcom vs. SNK 2 for about 2 months now, ever since this Capcom Fighting Collection 2 released. In those 2 months that I have played Capcom vs. SNK 2, all right, I have seen more variety of gameplay, okay? A wider character selection, right? Different groups.
This wider collection, this wider character collection, selection, and all that. I'm whatever on that because I haven't been paying attention that much. But that's naturally gonna happen to an old collection because guess who's gonna play those games more? Like old people who play the original or newcomers that just want to play whatever characters. DSP doesn't do that though. Look at his team selection. It's just the same safe characters he knows. He doesn't try anything goofy or weird. Like it was worse than Marvel too, if you ask me. Like SNK, I think is whatever, but Marvel, it was just simply okay. This is my try hard team. I'm gonna win with this team. This is my fuck around team. But that's it. It was either his try hard team or his fuck around team that's actually also a secret tryhard team at the same time. Like, that's kind of what it is. CVS2, I don't think he has that, so he just kind of plays whatever. He just throws whatever out. But when you compare it to a modern game like Street Fighter 6, yeah, the selection is going to be different because there's more people who want to play characters that may be good or on a higher tier list, whatever. Like, technically, I guess I am kind of saying that there are a lot of tryhards in Street Fighter 6, but that's just natural. That's just gonna happen. And it's whatever. It's whatever. I've not played Street Fighter 6 in a while, but I don't remember there being that much of like a of less character variety. Maybe in like tournament scenes, maybe, but not in general. I have seen more variety in Guilty Gear. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it back to Guilty Gear. Like I have seen Happy Chaos, May, Axel. Like I've seen some Soul Bad Guys, Unica. Like I've seen the entire cast. I can't even think what character do I not see that much of. Oh, I mean, maybe Jacko. Honestly, Jacko might be the one character I don't see a lot of people play. And when I see a Jacko in the wild, it is scary. Like, you'll either see people who like fucking live, breathe, whatever Jacko, or you're gonna see people who are like competent with Jacko. Like, it's not like there's no scrub. There's no scrub Jacko player. There's literally people who are just a beast with her that will just fucking, like, stomp you into the ground with her, or you can tell, okay, this person's pretty good with her, but you can easily stop her from doing what she does. Like, that's kind of the variety you'll get with Jacko players. Maybe Bedman. Maybe Bedman is also rare. I've been kind of seeing an uptick in Asuka players. I have seen an uptick in Asuka players. I mean, but I can't think of a character I don't see a lot of. I mean, Eno maybe. It's that kind of like variety. I can't even think about like what character do I not see at all.
Grooves being used and all of that, more gameplay elements and more skill than I've seen in the entirety of the time that I played Street Fighter 6 for about a year and a half. It's just a
He
more
hasn't
skillful game.
he hasn't played Street Fighter 6 in years and is saying that he has seen more skill in CVS 2. He's going off of his memory, but it's like, dude, you how were you not seeing any skill though? Like he just would write people off as, oh, they're mastering patterns and this and that. Meanwhile, he does the pattern himself.
A better playing game. The music's better. Hell,
He was weird about the music. Like the This Is True Love We're Making, he thought that was a weird song. It's kind of the same thing as he had with Morgan, which I thought was annoying to listen to. They use that same sprite with Morgan. It's like, yeah, nobody gives a fuck because these are all sprites anyway. And like people understood why, because guess what? You have to animate and draw each different frame. So it made sense for them to reuse fucking frames. And it's not that like like the act doesn't like Morgan like stood out. Like she was like the ugly duckling in like in the game. She fits in because it's a sprite game. And the style wasn't that like that different. Like I didn't even know about that until like I saw a video saying that. That's like, okay, whatever. But this dude was like, yeah, man, I'm just gonna say, I don't think he knew. I don't think he knew that they reused the Morrigan frames or assets in these games until like people started to know that through a lot of YouTube videos saying that. I don't think DSP knew because DSP is an idiot. Come on.
the only thing I think Street Fighter 6 has on Capcom versus SNK 2 is the graphics. CVS 2 is pixelated, right? We can all agree there.
Okay, now this is stupid. Fuck this mentality. Like, yeah, the only thing SF6 has over as CVS 2 is the graphics. You're really gonna put down pixel graphics? Like, fuck off with that mentality. Like, this is the same guy that will say, people will say this because of the graphics. This is the old school. This is the style, and this and that. But then he'll say that, but he'll always put over the fucking RE engine over the pixel. I mean, these are two different styles. Like, they're both good in their own way. Obviously, like I just think like saying in this kind of context is kind of like, who cares? Like, why compare graphics? Nobody cares. Like, I don't know. It's just dumb. At that point, you might as well just praise Guilty Gear above all else. I mean, Guilty Gear has the best visuals in any fighting game. Like, even Strive. A lot of people don't like Strive's art style, which I understand. I think like I can see why people prefer Xrd in a lot of ways. But I also don't think Strive's that bad either. Strive's is a very like it's a good art style. I do think that like I feel that a lot of people conflate just what they decided to animate. To put in perspective, I mean, I love that every time we do a fighting game, I always go into a Guilty Gear rant, but whatever. Uh, when you go to Xrd and you see like the character intros, there's a lot going on. When you go to Strive, it's just, yeah, these two characters are walking on the stage and that's it. Like, and you can kind of see that Strive was made during the pandemic, because I think like the DLC characters have the best intros because, simply put, they had the most time and like normal development in comparison. So I think a lot of Strive's shortcomings is a product of the pandemic than anything else. And that's why I kind of think like, it's very easy to shit on Strive's art style because of that, and I don't think that's really the styles. I don't think the style is the reason for why it is the way that it is. Yeah, I said it.
But outside of that, the rest of it, you know what I'm saying? It's just a much better game. And it's sad to say that, all right, because I do feel that Modern fighting games have potential to be great again. But what's happened with modern fighting games, very simply put, they want to sell to the biggest audience. They want
Yeah, no
to make
shit.
bank. They want to be casual. Okay.
I don't know if they want to be casual necessarily, but they do want to like sell to a wide audience. Like that's why I think you'll get more. I kind of feel Street Fighter Six set a precedent of hey, it does have two styles of gameplay, and it's funny that Arcus used to do that too. Actually, now that I think about it, because I think that was in Exart as well. You would have like technical and style. And I wonder if with Street Fighter 6 success, the next Skill Tiger game, if they would go back to doing that again. I wonder. And I think if they do that, if we're gonna start seeing like more crazy move lists again, because that is the only thing I do miss from Exard is that some of the move lists is so goofily long, like fucking Ram's Exard move list. It's a novel. It's a novel. You have to read like a lot of stuff to really understand Ram in fucking Exard of all games. And I don't know if she's like a good character in Exard, but but I like her animations. I mean, I like that. I like how she sits on her blade. That's a pretty cool animation, dude.
And they've accomplished that. If you take a look at sales numbers for Street Fighter 6, incredibly well selling. Good on them. The problem
Good on
is
them.
they took the game and they completely changed it to be a dumbed down, anyone can do it simpleton's game. You've actually taken the skill checks out of the game. It becomes more about who has the most time to study the meta.
But I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find it. But I'm pretty sure this dude was bragging that his Blanca in Street Fighter 6 is a skill check. Like I'm pretty sure to a degree he was saying that his Blanca was a skill check. But man, whatever.
The meta, blab in training mode, and then sit there and just
Okay, listen
out
to
of the
this.
game.
So how do they remove skill checks? This is how.
It becomes more about who has the most time to study the meta, blab in training mode, and then
But you see, this is just word vomit. He's just saying words because learning the meta itself is the gameplay, which in turn are skill checks. If you can't understand the meta of Street Fighter 6, like Mano's meta is that you need to like rank up her medals, so you kind of have to put characters in situations where it will favor you to grab them to gain a medal. Like that's a skill check. If you let Mano build up her medals, that itself is a skill check because you're failing it too because you're allowing Mano to get like 5 medals at that point and then she's gonna be able to like fucking win in like two turns basically. Like that is a skill check. So how did it remove the skill check? It didn't. How is it removing the skill check? But again, he's just throwing out words.
the skill checks out of the game. It becomes more about who has the most time to study the meta, blab in training mode, and then sit there and just copy paste it into a match online a zillion.
He when he plays fucking CVS2, he's sitting in training mode. He's doing training mode matchmaking, which he never did in Street Fighter 6, by the way, and said it was stupid for him to do that. Whatever. Okay. So that's like one thing he said about it. But he also has people in chat telling him how to play the game. Telling him, do this, Phil. This is how you do that. That's not copy pasting. Like, what is that then, buddy? Okay.
A zillion times, tweak it slightly, and then go to a bunch of tournaments.
But that's also what he does anyway. He does the character trials for these characters, then goes to training mode and tweaks them slightly to be a combo for him. That's what he does. But of course, what he does is pro and like footsies and fundamentals. Again, he's just saying terms. He's just throwing terms out go to a lab, study meta. Like, okay, but what does that entail? Learning matchups. But what does he do when he plays CVS2? He reads chat telling him how to play characters. That's not learning the game like these other people play Street Fighter 6. These are very like vague terms. And then when you like press them, I was like, no, I'm talking about the people who like watch a YouTube video saying do this combo and they're doing that combo. But if these guys are so dumbed down that wouldn't it be easier to misconstrue someone who's playing the game as like as doing that? Whatever.
It's not, oh, who came up with this ingenious original way to play with this character that fools everyone else or trumps everyone else's play styles? Who found a way to use this character as a master and counter everybody else? It's nothing like that at all. It's just, oh, I picked this character and I play my pattern better than you play your pattern. I make less execution mistakes with my pattern, and then the game's over.
But technically that's what you do when you play a fighting game. Like that's part of like you cleaning your inputs. Like why do you think DSP does that 50-50 throw or whatever after a drive rush a lot? Because he mastered it. He mastered the input on that. Whatever. Like again, it's so funny he sticks with like Dulcie, Blanca, Honda, like all these gimmicky characters. Uh, I don't remember who said it because I know it was someone brought this up in a piece of peace reaching like years ago, but they described the DSP's gameplay where it's just yeah, it's not like scrubby, but it's just he sticks with characters that are like gimmicky characters like Honda and Blanca that can easily lock you down if you don't know how to respond to a Blanca ball, a headbutt, whatever. He relies on that kind of like on those characters. Then when you see him play like Luke, why do you think he dropped Luke so fast? Because there's no gimmicky move that Luke has. Because he's an honest character for the most part. Out of all the characters DSP has played in Street Fighter 6, that is the most honest character because people know how to respond to like a lot of Luke's gameplay. Like he can't spam projectiles with Luke as efficiently as any other character.
That's not even fun, to be frank, for people who grew up back in the day playing fighting games. It's not even fun. That's not what they used to be. They're so completely different now. It doesn't even, it's kind of like back in the day, fighting games used to be this. You need to have great reactions, great execution, great timing, smart thinking on the fly. You needed game knowledge of each character. And in the day, fighting games used to be this. You need to have great reactions, great execution, great timing, smart thinking on the fly.
So then, why was he struggling so bad against Cammy in Street Fighter 6? This dude says that you need quick reflexes and fast thinking, blah blah blah. Okay, so then how come you couldn't respond to Cammy's gameplay then? Is Cammy really that fast that she's faster than the human eye can register? Maybe that's what's going on. Cammy's just so fast. She's so fast, dude. If he fought against like Milia in Guilty Gear, he'd probably like not. He probably would need glasses. She's so fast, dude. Same with Chip.
You needed game knowledge of each character and how they attacked and everything. Today, it's like,
wait, what? Oh, he just said Street Fighter 6 is about like doing learning the meta, going to the lab, learning the matchup. He said that like a minute ago, and now it's well, now you don't need to do that, huh? What? Then what did you just complain about?
I just did this over. That's it. It's just regurgitate. It's like, okay, here's a good way to explain it. There's people who are good at learning something, and there's people who are good at memorizing something and regurgitating that information on a test, but they don't actually learn what they just copy pasted. Do you understand what I mean? Like there's people who, when they go to school, they'll sit there with a textbook, they'll study it word for word. On a test, they'll ace it. But then when you ask them to apply what they've just studied, they can't do it. All they know is how to regurgitate the information. That's her. On a test, they'll ace it. But then when you ask them to apply...
Low-key, this kind of sounds like how DSP went through school. I'm just saying that's what he did. He just learned what he did in repetition, and then like he would just do that. That's what he did. That's probably what he did, honestly.
But they've just studied, they can't do it.
And that's
All
probably
they
what he did in high school, and then when he went to college, like, this is like, I guess, kind of a reach. But I think the reason why he couldn't understand the computer science course was because they probably like expected you to like learning on your own and to apply what you've learned, and since he couldn't do that, he thought the guy couldn't teach to save his life. Because DSP learned a repetition.
all they know is how to regurgitate the information. That's modern fighting games. There's no intelligence to them. They're very much a simpleton's game. It's like play school level challenge
Play
to
school?
get good at modern fighting
You mean
games.
preschool?
And for someone like me who grew up in an era when it was all about timing and execution and knowledge and footsies and reactions and all of that, and almost none of that is applied in modern fighting games.
Again, he kept losing to Cammy. And again, he says that he has such good reflexes in this now. Why can't he react to Cammy doing a cannon drill or whatever the fuck? Like why can't he like respond to that?
It's just boring, you know?
It's just
When Street Fighter
boring.
6, when Street Fighter 6 first came out and the meta wasn't
Meta.
established yet, it was fun to play because that first year there were people playing it
I thought like you can't learn. What? But they had all these betas, dude, and people were like broke the game, right? They broke the beta, and they put all this meta out there, dude.
completely differently, different play styles and different things. But now, even the people in the pro circuits agree. If you didn't have the names of the pro players on screen,
This is like such a copy paste rant from another person, and it gets kind of dumber the more he goes into this. Like, sure, everyone has said this in general about any other like any modern fighting game, but it's like it has nothing to do with like how they play. It's just literally when you have like movelets that are like shorter, you're gonna have less expressive combos. Like that's kind of like the problem, I guess. But at the same time, like the reason why it's not a big deal is because people ask themselves, is the game fun? And they may have fun with that game. I mean, some people don't like Strive, they stick with Exard, or they stick with Accent Core, or they even go to Guilty Gear 1. Yes, they're playing that, or Overture, yeah. Bring back Overture. They should remake Overture. Yeah, they should. It has a good soundtrack. Listen to Guilty Gear Overture Diva. Listen to that song. And then try to tell me that song sucks. You can't. Impossible.
on screen when you were watching a tournament being played out, you would have absolutely no clue who's actually playing.
But that's also true if you've never played a fighting game. Like that's why I don't really talk a lot about his CVS2 gameplay, because I don't know much about that game like at all. But a lot of people are dogging on this dude for how he plays Guile, so there's that. I've heard a lot of people shit on his Guile, so it's like, he's probably doing something wrong there. And then he talks about playing Cammy in CVS2, and he keeps talking about how OP she is. But isn't that what he complained about people who pick Cammy in Street Fighter 6? They only pick her because she's OP? He does that a lot. Like, I remember he did that in Third Strike and Super Turbo. He keeps picking these OP characters. But then when he talks about, like, modern games, he's like, well, I don't pick OP characters. I pick the low tiers. Okay, dude.
Some tournaments have a
If he plays low tiers so much, then why does he hate Alex so much? Like, he said, well, Alex is always a shitty character. He sucks. He's low tier. He sucks ass. Okay, but you brag about playing low tier characters. Why not play Alex then? Like, it just seems counterintuitive for him to brag about picking characters that are low tier, like fucking Blanca, and then shits on Alex for being a low tier character. And honestly, I don't think anyone would consider Blanca a low tier character. Like, that, even when the game was new, I don't think anyone would say Blanca is a low tier character. I don't think they'd say he's a high tier character either. He feels high tier when, like, I guess, but a lot of people are saying like he's like mid to high, uh, whatever. But to say he's low tier is being really like ignorant, like not ignorant, but just like embarrassed. That's what it is. He's embarrassed.
Mirror match finals, and people get confused who's using which character because it's the same character, so they play exactly the same, and you're like, I don't know what's going on. It's this, who's who, right? That's a problem.
Wait, what?
And people get confused who's using which character because it's the same character, so they play exactly the same, and you're like,
This is low key kind of dumb because he does get gets confused sometimes when he plays. Like I do think that if you look in Street Fighter 6 long enough, he may say like, "Oh, I thought I was that guy. I thought I was that Blanca player." Like that just naturally happens to a mirror match. Like that's such a bad example. He could have found 1,000 examples of like of what he's talking about, and he chose a mirror match. The thing that is so common that people will naturally just not know who's who because it's a mirror match. Oh my god.
and you're like, I don't know what's going on. It's this, who's who, right? That's a problem. It used to be back then, back in the day, when you played a fighting game, you would immediately recognize who was playing based on the play style, based on the team selection, based on things and nuances in the gameplay.
Whatever.
You could say, oh my God, that's Sanford Kelly using Santhrax. Look how he does that so
oh
different from everybody
look
else.
At this guy.
You know,
I know it's that guy, but
Justin Wong
this way.
doing his amazing, Chun-Li gameplay in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. That doesn't happen anymore.
Wait, what?
No, there's Justin Wong doing his amazing, Chun-Li gameplay in
his amazing Chun-Li gameplay. It's Justin Wong, yeah. It's not like, his Chun-Li thing was a meme or anything, right? No, people just knew that was him. It wasn't because, literally, he did a third strike parry of a level 3 super. Yeah, that's not why that was memorable or anything. It was because they knew it was him.
In Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. That doesn't happen anymore. Really. It's just everything has become so samey and so copy-pasted that modern fighters, to me, are just not entertaining. So when you ask me, am I going to play Street Fighter 6 again to play Sagat? I'm like, you're asking me to be bored. Phil, could you please just be bored? Well, I don't want to be bored. I like the fact that when I play games, I'm entertained. It's a variety of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I have a great time with retro fighting games because they are the ones that are the most challenging and the most interesting. Modern games actually are modern games are fun for a short period of time. Give it like a year. After that, the boredom sets in once people become these try-hard meta abusers.
Try-hard meta abusers. DSP, you're playing CVS2 on a collection that has like a decent amount of scrubs who are playing the collection. And you're just farming points. Like, there's so many CVS2 streams where he specifically talks about milking points of their opponent. He literally brags about milking points. And he's sitting there like, yeah, man, these other people are abusing the pattern and are abusing the game for their E-penis. But this dude was like focused on trying to get like his rank up ever since he fought Justin Wong in CVS2. Like, when he played this collection, I think he did a lot of casual matches up until Justin Wong, and then he just so happened to decide to play ranked. Funny how that works.
So, if I tried to play Street Fighter 6 right now, okay, likely I would have the floor wiped with me because I wouldn't know what I'm doing. Because everyone has the better meta. Because remember, the game changed. Last update, they changed the game and rebalanced it.
They're going to
so
keep
now there's going to be certain things that are better, certain things that are worse. Everyone knows it except me. And the other thing is, there's just so many people who are tryhards now. And what I mean by that is people who are not good and literally...
This is kind of a lame, put down. Get a load of this.
Won't ever place in a tournament, but they play nonstop online.
Maybe they like the game. I love that this dude will shit on trolls and say, oh, these trolls are wasting their time. Why don't you find something else to do? And then he's shitting on people who decide to spend their time playing a fighting game. And then says, well, you're not going to go to a tournament. I mean, dude, how easy it is to go to a tournament right now. Like, come on. I mean, yeah, I may not go to a tournament, but I still play Guilty Gear because get this, guys, I actually like the game. Whoa, bum bum bum. Like, you don't have to enter a tournament. Like, this is such a, he has this kind of mentality, and I don't know the way to describe it without, like, going through, like, a whole, like, rant about it, but it seems that he wants everything to have some kind of point. Like, I guess like a good example is Mario Kart World. Like the open world needs to do something. Like you need to have something to do there, and the game needs to tell you why you're doing it, like why you're doing the challenges and this and that. But it's like, why not just have it be a sandbox mode and have you just do whatever? Like why can't we just have games that just let you just do whatever? Why does everything need to give like a story or an objective all the time? But he acts as if like if you're gonna put time into something, you need to get something out of it. But then we'll also shit on you for doing something for the money. So first he says that people are not playing the game for the love of the game, they're doing it for a paycheck. But now he's saying that people are just playing the game and are not entering they are doing it to not enter tournaments, they're wasting their time. Like this is kind of like bogus because that's like saying, well, why is he playing video games? Why is he playing GTA 4? You don't really get anything out of it. Why is he playing Ludo? Why is he playing Street? Why is he playing CVS 2? Why is he uh uh doing a podcast? What's he getting out of it? Oh, he's getting a paycheck. Okay, so I thought so he doesn't like video games. No, but he likes video games. It doesn't matter if he gets paid. Okay. Why get married? What does he get out of marrying Kat? What does he get for having Jasper? Like this seek for reward is really like not a good behavior to kind of have. Like I get you want to have some incentive, but not everything needs an incentive. Like, dude, I like Guilty Gear a lot. Half the reason why I'm playing the game isn't because, oh, guys, like, I'm gonna be competitive. It's just, I like the music, and I like fighting to the music. I like the character design. I like the way the game feels. Like, that's literally why I play the game. As much as Elfel and Slayer are kind of like, uh, annoying characters to fight, I like playing them because I like how they feel in the game. But whatever.
So, okay, first time I'm playing in 6 months, let me jump online. My God, every single person I play knows everything about the game, every nuance. What the fuck is wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Why did you waste your time? You're never going to win. You're not going to join a team. You're just a try hard. You try so hard.
Why does he do trading mode matchmaking for CVS 2? Why does he need King Crimson to hold his hand and tell him how to play the game to win? Why does he want to care about his ranking points so much? Like, dude, he played like when he played Street Fighter 6, you could really tell a lot of the rage came from that he wanted to make progress. It's a fighting game. You may just have a set where you don't progress at all. Like, dude, I would do a rank tower in Guilty Gear, and I could go all the way to rank 10, and then drop all the way back down to rank 7 or rank 8 sometimes. That's not progress. I lost. I'm on a losing streak. That sometimes happens. And this dude will like freak out and like, this stream was a waste of time. I didn't do any progress. Okay.
So hard, but you're never going to make it. So why did you?
And he rants and raves about progress and hitting master level when he was playing Street Fighter 6, but he wasn't doing that to go to a tournament though. So why did he care so much about getting his dumb fuck characters to master so badly? Oh, to brag that he got them to master. That's why he got also butthurt when he found out that a lot of people can go to master without being good. Like, he was so mad to find out that people losing records would eventually make it to master. Because it's not as prestige as it once was or once perceived to be. Okay.
Waste all this fucking time to do what? To get a one-off win against Darkside Phil?
Oh. Wait, what? I think... See, this is the other thing that DSP does. He goes on these long rants that he kind of forgets the initial point. Because he was complaining about people wasting their time to learn the game. but then said, "Oh, so they're gonna learn and waste their time to fight to win against Darkside Phil," as if like everyone who's playing Street Fighter 6 is playing it just to beat DSP. Like, I don't think that's what he meant to say. It's just I think he got confused with what he's talking about because he always rants for so long that he kind of forgets the initial point. Same thing with questions. You give him a question, and if he rants long enough, he may forget the initial question.
So, um, that's the deal. Like, I feel like I absolutely could
He could.
play Street Fighter 6 again. I
He
could
could be
play it
good at
enough where I
games
get
if
good
he
at it
wants
again.
to.
I could get Sagat to master. I could do all these things. But I'll tell you right now, I'm going to be boring.
No, he can't. He can't do it.
Excuse me. I'm
You know
going to be
what?
bored.
Since DSP loves saying that, when you told me I can't do something, I'm gonna do it out of spite. DSP can't get Sagat to master. He can't get Elena to master, and he can't fight. He can't fight a turn in a fighting game tournament. He can't do those three things. He can't play as Sagat, Elena, and win a tournament. He can't win a tournament. A modern tournament. I'm gonna say specifically a modern tournament, so he doesn't hit me with "I did win a tournament, idiot." Nah, not a modern one. You can't win a modern one, buddy.
And it's not going to be entertaining or fun. It's just going to be annoying. And I think to some extent, that's what some people want. Well, Phil's not going to play Mario Kart anymore and rage at that. Well, we need him to go back to Street Fighter 6 then. No, you don't. You don't
Oh yeah, I think because like the initial rant started with the Mario Kart World thing, but it's like whatever. Maybe he's gonna get into it
get what you want because you're a loser and you don't support my content. Maybe if these people who liked to see me frustrated actually came by and supported the content.
This is so funny for him to say this. He has hit the goal every Mario Kart stream. He only didn't hit the goal once. One time he did not hit the goal. And DSP's acting as if nobody supported. Now I guarantee you he's gonna move the goalposts and say, well, those people who supported the Mario Kart streams were actually my fans and not my haters. If my haters supported that Mario Kart stream, I would have kept playing it. Okay. And it's kind of funny to me that he kind of like ignores that that's why he stopped playing it. I think it's later on, or maybe it was earlier, whatever. But he acts as if he chose to not play the game. No, buddy, you dropped it because you didn't hit the goal.
They would still have it. But case in point, Mario Kart, no one supported it last stream. We didn't hit the goal. So I said, I'm not doing it anymore. And all of a sudden, all these people start crying, oh, he's not playing Mario Kart. Yeah. Mario Kart, no one supported it last stream. We didn't hit the goal.
Okay, right.
So I said, I'm not doing it anymore. And all of a sudden, all these people start crying, oh, he's not playing Mario Kart.
I love he's mocking this, but there's been so many times that people have said this about any other game, single player games, whatever, and this and that. He's like as if this never happened, but okay.
Well, you didn't support it because you're stupid.
You're stupid.
You could have had your content farm that you love. If you just supported the stream, I would have kept playing it, but you didn't. You're a dunce. You're a no-load. You could have had what you wanted, but
again, he acts as if there's nothing else to farm from this guy. Like as if he has no other instances of failing at video games or getting mad. He never gets mad at any other game, guys. No, he doesn't.
Actually had to open your wallet to get it and you refuse, so now you don't get it. Now I move on to other things that I like. That's how the world works. I'm in control, not you see?
But you're not in control. You literally stopped playing the game not of your own volition, but because nobody gave you money. You were gonna keep playing it if people gave you money. So that's not really you in control then. That's not how control works. But okay.
You see?
You see?
Funny how that works.
Funny how that works.
So, yeah. So, I don't know. I'm really not interested in Street Fighter 6, being honest. I'm just not. Like, I don't want to go back and bore myself with a boring game. Again, I want to explain something. I don't think that Street Fighter 6 is necessarily a bad game. Okay. It's definitely better than Street Fighter 5 was. Like, Street Fighter 5 was the epitome of garbage.
Oh my god,
it was like trash can level gameplay.
The easiest
terrible fucking game. Everything was 100% a pattern bullshit input. At least in Street Fighter 6, there is a little bit of intelligence and ingenuity. Some of the characters do play differently. That was another problem with Street Fighter V. Like every character played the same. In Street Fighter 6, some of the characters do play differently with different
Yeah,
play
man,
styles
I
and stuff.
played just like Ryu, dude. She played just like Ryu. I agree.
But ultimately, it's boring to me. I don't want, if you like Street Fighter 6, I have no issue with you.
I
You have the
I
right to
still
like.
can't get over. I don't know why. Like I mentioned Minot, and I just think about that weird rant he had about Minot, and it is so annoying. I'm getting worked up about it because Minot's a good character. I like it. I like her design. She's a cool character. I hope they put her back in Street Fighter 6, but he just was like he thought she was a mummy. Because of that one costume she has, well, two costumes. She has two like mummy costumes because one's a reference to Darkstalkers, and he's sitting there like, oh, they put a mummy. Dude, she's not a mummy. She's an Egyptian that is an apprentice to Rose. And he's acting as if like as if like Egyptians like aren't like I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird reaction because again he's ignorant. He doesn't know what a Minot is, and they think that that's out of character. And I'm thinking, okay, even let's say she is a mummy. Let's say that she's a mummy. You're telling me that'd be out of place in a game where they have a dude who like grew up by eagles or whatever the fuck and turned into a green monster that shoots electricity? You're telling me that a mummy is unbelievable in a world where Blanca is a character? Okay, dude.
To like what you like, go ahead and enjoy it. You know, the thing is, like, there are characters right now. I like Dalsum. I think Dalsum is a great character. I had a lot of fun
Oh
playing.
yeah, Dulcie super lengthy arms. That makes sense, but mummy? No way. Even though she's not a mummy. She's not even a mummy. And then, like, he plays Dulcim. His Dulcim game. Oh my god! Out of all the characters, Blanca and Dulcim are my. I hate that. Like, Bison is a new, unique hate level because I feel like he could play him pretty good, but he relies so heavily on that aerial attack, whatever the fuck. But his Dulcim is so boring. It's just literally arm, teleport, arm, teleport, arm. Like that's his gameplay. And then he would throw in some drive rush throws. Like every time he does a drive rush, there's a good chance he's gonna throw. If he doesn't throw, he'll do a drive rush, hit, then the next drive rush will be a throw. Like that's kind of what it is. And then this is the other pattern he does when he has level 3. If let's say that he loses the first round, he will start the second round by doing level 3, or he'll do it like the third round, something like that. And that's a pattern, but okay.
Playing with him. I would love to play with him again someday, but
And he does it pretty early in the match too. It's not like he does that level 3 in any strategic place. He does it at like near the beginning of the round. That's how bad he does. He doesn't save it for like in a reserve. He just burns through it. Like he does no management for his super level except for okay, build up level 3. Like he barely does the other two supers.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just don't think that it's going to be worth getting back into and relearning the meta from the ground up and being frustrated for like 4 or 5 streams before I get it again. I don't care enough about the game. I wish I did. Like everyone asked when Street Fighter 6 came out, do you think you would get back into competitive fighting games? And I said, well, I wish I did. Like everyone asked when Street Fighter 6 came out.
Oh. No, when Street Fighter 5 was coming out, he was like, maybe I'll go back to tournaments. Maybe I'll go back to Evo, dude. And then, like, he didn't. It's so obvious he wasn't going to do these tournaments. It's so lame that he uses these games to hype up his return to tournaments, which he never will do. I guarantee when Street Fighter 7 comes around the corner, he'll do the same song and dance. Guys, maybe I'll love Street Fighter 7 so much that I'll go back to Evo. Maybe this will be the year I return. And then he won't do it because, of course he won't.
Do you think you would get back into competitive fighting games? And I said, well, it depends. It depends on how well received Street Fighter 6 is. It depends on how much I like it, etc.
Why does the level of what the game is received determine if you go to a tournament? Oh, so he could ride the algorithm. So like, when they always talk about the new game that everyone loves, he can brag about being good at it. This dude is so slimy. And then and again, he shits on anyone who plays fighting games and assumes that they have these ulterior motives to get attention and clout, blah blah blah. But look at the qualifications of him to go to a tournament. How well is the game received? So if the game is hated on, he's not going to do the tournament because why would you want to be good at a game that sucks? Uh, and I mean, if he looks, that's a very basic thing. That's like the only normal thing he said. But it's always related to like getting attention.
For the first year, as I played it, I saw a glimmer of hope because I did feel like it was a better effort than Street Fighter V. But what happened is when that year 2 started with Bison, Terry, etc., and I started to see all those cracks in the armor, the kinks in the chain, and I was like, oh, look, everyone now plays the same. Everyone does this safe mode nonsense. Terry is like one of the worst examples. Everything Terry does is a very safe hit string. That's very boring.
How?
There's nothing interesting to Terry Bogard gameplay. It's just, here's the hit string that's safe, just do it.
He hated the
move
character.
That's safe from that distance.
I don't
just
think he hated it because it was
no
safe
ingenuity,
either.
no intelligence. Just,
whatever.
Oh, now's my time to paste this. It's like everyone has Control-C to all his tactics, and they just wait for the time in the match to go Control-V,
I'm pretty sure he
Control-V,
said that he wasn't a safe
Control-V,
character.
Control-V, right?
If anything, I think he complained that he wasn't safe. I don't know. I don't remember him saying
that's what I don't like about the game.
This feels kind of weird.
Okay, Princess Luna with our first super chat of the day, $10. Good morning to King and YouTube chat. I feel like the meta perpetuates itself.
Wait a minute.
Players lose to the same pattern play, so they learn it themselves, believing it's the only way to win. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
A Cowboy fan
you gotta wonder.
I thought he super chatted.
Is it the game itself? Is it the fact
what
it's the
Princess
only way to
Luna
win?
Say?
Today, $10. Good morning to King and YouTube chat. I feel like the meta perpetuates itself. Players lose to the same pattern play, so they learn it themselves, believing it's the only way to win.
What? I lose a lot in Guilty Gear, and I don't think, I need to copy their moves. It's literally just whatever.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. You gotta wonder.
I gotta wonder, dude.
Is it the game itself? Is it the fact that today everything is online, so everything is immediately known by everyone the moment that it's discovered, it's shared? Could that be the problem?
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, it's a problem. That's why King Crimson should be banned, right? Because he's giving you, like, fucking tactics on a game that's old. But I guarantee you, he's gonna say, well, it's an old game, so it's not like it's new.
CVS 2. I've been playing CVS 2 for 2 months. There's been a lot of content of CVS 2 on the internet because the game has been out for modern audiences. You actually have a platform to play it now instead of just emulate it on, say, GGPO or whatever it is. Fightcade. It's emulated on Fightcade, right?
Okay.
But not everyone plays the same. Not everyone copy pastes. There's ingenuity. There's difference in gameplay styles. Why?
What?
Because it's rewarding. If you play CVS 2 differently,
oh my god,
chances are your opponent won't know how to face it, and you might get the win. Perfect example. Friday night, my last match was against King Crimson, who's a viewer of mine, and he's a grandmaster in CVS 2.
He loves
when I
King
faced
Crimson.
off against his Sagat, and I've seen his Sagat a million times, I'll beat Sagat. I know his gameplay style, right? But when he picked
but I thought, wait a minute. So Sagat plays the same in CVS 2? I thought there was a lot of variety in how they play. Like, you could look at how someone plays a Sagat, and you'd be like, oh, that's King Crimson Sagat. And then you go to another player, and like, that's Billy's Sagat. But now it's like, oh, I've seen Sagat 1,000 times. I know his tricks. Like, dude, it's not like, that's like me bragging about how I know Jacko's little tricks. Yeah, I play Jacko, but it's very obvious what her game plan is. That's why she has the servants. You gotta make sure she doesn't have time to play with them. You got to end the servers before the servers get too powerful.
To Nakaruru, that's a character that almost no one is using in CVS 2. I couldn't remember how she's used because it's been a long time.
Again, I thought but it's noticed that it's like, oh yeah, this character I don't know how to fight because I didn't play against her a lot. Yeah, if you don't play against a character, you're not gonna know how to fight the character. Like, this is like nothing statements that means nothing and doesn't prove his point.
Time since I saw her used in a competitive way. And then guess what? I got spanked. His Nakaruru whooped my ass because I didn't know what was going on. You know what I mean? Like, basically, because
But
there's
why would? But if he remembered how Nakaruru plays, right? That would mean nothing, right? Because everyone can play these characters so differently. Like it just falls apart because I don't think DSP really understands that degree of the discussion. I can't say I know any better either, but I don't think DSP knows that deeply.
there's variety of
He probably
something
knows
you
as
haven't
much as me,
seen.
dude.
It blows you away and you get beaten. You know, it's very hard on the fly to just learn how to counter something. All right?
I
With
sure
Street
it
Fighter
was lag
6,
roll throw.
there's not a large cast of characters. It's a decent size, but it's not huge. So it's not hard to know how every character plays. And
What?
you don't see anyone ever playing the game differently. Ever. Every person plays
Oh,
their character the same way.
I think I'm a
And because of that, it's
Super
easy to just
6.
memorize
But
how
the
what a
roster
person's
is
going to do in
different
what
now than
situation and
when
to
it
know what to do.
launched.
And so
But
it just
okay.
becomes playing your pattern and not making a mistake, as opposed to thinking, here's an original concept. Here's how I do something that's different from everybody else.
Why doesn't he
Let
think
me
when he was
trick you with
fighting
this. Let me
Cammy?
show you something you didn't know. Everyone knows everything about Street Fighter 6 within minutes. So it's not fun for someone like
The
me
entitlement
who
is
enjoys
wild.
being
Aw,
surprised
what's the
by
entitlement?
refreshing gameplay. You see, that's how it used to be all the time back in the day. Since there was no
And then Jade says, in one day I love Street Fighter 6. You watch, I don't play Street Fighter 6. You always fight Cammies, Kens, Akumas. I feel no fan. Watch you play Street Fighter 6. But I love watch CVS too. Okay.
internet to disseminate all the information
I
instantly, you would go to an arcade you never go to, and all of a
it
sudden,
is kind of funny that Jake kind of puts like a little report about like what he likes and what he doesn't like, and it's just funny. I don't know. There's something funny about it.
there's someone there playing you never seen before, and they're playing a different way. And you're like, oh, you're interested, you're intrigued. You go to a
Like you'll see
tournament,
a playthrough and
and
say,
there's
"I
someone
don't
at the
like
tournament
game.
playing
Game
who's winning,
grab
kicking everyone's butt
bad," and
with a strategy you
then
never
that will
even knew
like shift the
existed.
tone
Wow,
of
that's
the
interesting,
playthrough.
right? Or there's
Yeah,
someone
man,
who
I
literally has
understand.
such great reactions that something that you thought was safe to do all of a sudden becomes punishable and unsafe. And now you're blown away by how different and complex the game is than you thought it was, because
But you
the
just
truth is
whatever.
you just
Okay.
didn't have that knowledge. Today, none of that exists in competitive play of modern fighting games. None of it. It's all been lost. There is no discovery era where you go and you see new content outside of the first few months. That was, like I said, that first year of Street Fighter 6, I really liked it. I thought it was
But it's funny, like even as recent as like season 2, when he was playing Mai, there were moments where he was like, "Oh, good parry, dude." So what's that? I thought everyone plays the same. Why were you barking good parry?
thought it was
Huh?
fun and different. Every time we play, oh, here's someone playing stuff just a little differently, right? But now we're far past that point. Everything is samey and everything is boring. So yeah, it's sad. And why is it again in 2 months that I've been playing CVS2? I've seen more variety, more challenge, more
But he
fun, more
hasn't
ingenuity,
played
and I've had more
CVS
fun
2.
playing than in
He
the
hasn't played
last
Street Fighter
year that
6
I played
in
Street Fighter
years.
6.
And I also kind of feel he feels like he's seen it all because he probably fought all the characters. Like the only character he has not fought enough of is like Mano and Marisa. But every time they gave him Mano, it's like some weird Mano that like is adverse from like building up her medals. I don't know. The Manos I always weep for every time I see them. It's like, oh, they're not gonna use her at her potential, are they? It's like sad day.
Jade says,
And I think Mano could be a beast too. I don't think she's
He's done
But
playing Street
I don't
Fighter
think
6. He
she's
always
like
ends up
high
just
tier
fighting Kami, Ken,
either.
and
They
Akuma.
need to give her more buffs. Buff Mano.
He
Give her
says,
10
I feel like
medals.
your fans don't want to see you play Street Fighter 6 anymore, but I am
No,
loving
give her
watching you
one
play
medal, and the one
CVS
medal
2.
is 100% damage.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's two groups of people who want to see me play Street Fighter 6.
damage, you get one
The
medal.
first are likely
That
those
would be
people
funny.
who were here
And
that first
balanced,
year
yes.
of 2023 to 2024
I remember they
watching
would
me
say
learn and play
2023
Street Fighter 6
years.
because
It's
remember,
always
I hadn't
2023.
played fighting games seriously in a long time. And then coming back and showing that I could actually get good. Remember, every character I liked, I was getting,
Oh,
because
listen to
remember,
this.
I hadn't played fighting games seriously in a long time.
He has played every new fighting game since Street Fighter 6 came out. Even before that, he didn't play Street Fighter 5 that regularly, but he has played other fighters. He played Soul Calibur 6, Tekken 7, King of Fighters 14? I think 15 is the newest one. Like, he has played all these fighters in between 5 and 6, and he's acting as if he never played fighters before. Like, come on, man. Sure, you can argue, well, he didn't play those in any meaningful ways, but he has played them. Like, come on.
And then coming back and showing that I could actually get good. Remember, every character I liked, I was getting master with. And everyone was like, oh my God, I can't believe Phil's doing that. You know, previously he was just a scrub who floundered.
A scrub, okay. If you could go back in time and tell him that, he would say, I'm not a scrub. I'm fourth place at EVO. I have a Tekken trophy that I don't really care about. And I won a lot of qualifiers for Super Turbo. So, this is not true either. It's not true.
Floundered. He didn't really do anything good. But look, he's hitting master. He's beating higher ranked people. This is pretty crazy.
Dude, every match he was fighting someone that was like a like, oh, if DC wins the match, he's gonna go to mastery. The game would give him like the dumbest opponent, and then he hit master. It was like every time. It was kind of wild.
Crazy that he's actually doing pretty decently at the game.
But again, he bitched about master rank, like people who have losing records getting master. So he devalues the rank, but then will just occasionally brag about it. When anyone who plays the game can get to it, but guys, just remember, he was playing Street Fighter 6 to not go to a tournament. So he was wasting his time getting these characters to master for no reason.
And it kind of showed that if I really want to and I apply myself, I could do well at the modern stuff. But then I got bored of the game. Right?
Right?
So I do think that there is a group of people who are from that first year of Street Fighter 6 watching, and they're like, man, I wish Phil would just play Street Fighter 6 again because that was enjoyable. But then, like I just mentioned, there's the other group who are the people who just want to see me fail and rage at stuff. Now, I was, raging.
He hypes every fighting game stream with CVS2 and all that is, watch me rage as I fight against scrubs. Watch me rage. Rage, rage, rage. And now it's bad. Now it's bad.
At Mario Kart World for over a month. And that's over with now. I'm done with it. I'm not playing it again. I've done everything I could do. I've beaten my detractors.
Oh, here it is. He's saying that I'm done with it, guys. I've seen everything that's had to be seen. He did not see mirror mode, by the way. He doesn't even know that mode exists. Secondly... oh my god, I'm spacing. He didn't drop the game because he was bored of it. He dropped the game because he didn't hit a goal. Like, that has nothing to do with him saying, I've seen everything in the game, I'm done. Like, he did with Apex Legends, for example, but this game, he literally didn't he dropped it because the goal wasn't hit. That was it.
At their own game, so we're done. So now it's like, well, what's next, right? Well, they want something else that's going to be rage-inducing and they can see me be frustrated at, and they can clip farm and make...
And I love that he's, like, kind of, like, putting everyone who wants Street Fighter 6 in the category of trolls, just so that people don't ask for it. So let's say that, I mean, Jade will never ask for it because Jade is Jade, but let's say someone like, Juicy Booch, well, whatever, or Princess Luna was like, Phil, can you play Street Fighter 6 again? He'll tell them that only trolls want him to do it.
Make meme shit out of. So they're trying to find something new, and they're like, well, can you go back to Street Fighter 6? Because we know he'll suck at that,
But they don't need to, like, I love the exact as if right now the trolls can't clip anything. They can clip anything, dude. Like, you're not, like, he acts as if it's, like, a rarity to find something that's clip-worthy from him. He's still playing DK Bonanza that he sucks at. He still is gonna find another game to suck at. Like, you're not, like, it's not hard. It's not hard.
Because he hasn't played it in so long, right?
Right?
Well, no, I don't really want to. I don't. I think I would much rather play the classics and continue to get better at them. Because here's the thing: you say, "Oh well, there's no point because the classics aren't going to stick around and they don't matter."
DSP, you just said in the same video it doesn't matter when people just simply play the games. You said it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I'm not playing Street Fighter 6 in a tournament. Get it? I've said this a million times. I have no aspirations.
So it's okay for him to play the game because he has no aspirations to go into a tournament. Okay, but if someone else plays the game a lot and they have no aspirations to go into a tournament, that's bad, and that's a waste of time. Okay.
Whatsoever. To leave my streaming office and go out there physically to a tournament and play people. I don't care. Those days are long gone.
So then why do you keep pretending that you may go back? Like, dude, there are so many clips, even when Street Fighter 6 released, even before it released, whatever. Even, I think this year even, he would say, well, maybe I would go back to EVO as a big farewell. Or whatever the fuck. And it's like, why pretend? Oh, because it sounds cool. It sounds cool to say, well, maybe I will go back as a one last hurrah or whatever. Because it always sounds cool. Like, that's why he hypes up like the retirement stream for the vests and hats, even though he's still gonna wear them at another event or whatever the fuck. But it sounds cooler to say that they're gonna be retired. This dude loves how words sound, but doesn't give a fuck what they mean.
I'm gone. The days of bragging about my ability in Street Fighter and measuring the...
He just bragged about hitting Master! Okay.
The length of my ASCII code E-penis because I placed top 3 at a tournament. It doesn't...
Okay, it doesn't matter. Alright. Look at this, right? He says, I got sign-off buttons! Look how cool I am! Then he's like, oh, let's push Blanca to Master! Friday Night Fights is live. Major push to get Blanca to Master. Let's see. Today's first stream, we chill on Level 1 podcast. I'm mentioning game news. Then I try to get Blanca to Master. Time to chill. Oh, we party after my hitting Master rank in Street Fighter 6. And all this stuff. Like, you get... Yes! Diamond Rush! Yes! We did that. We did the master thing. Like, he was, like, jumping up and down for it. And this is like, I don't care. I don't care about this, man. The days of bragging is over. Dude, this dude was, like, bragging about master rank. He bragged saying, yeah, people think I'm better fighting. I got master rank in Street Fighter 6.
Doesn't matter. I'm not going to join a league. I'm not going to get recruited by a team, an esports team. I'm not going to go to EVO and all the qualifiers for the Capcom Cup and fly all around the world to grind it out for spots. I'm not going to win prize pots. I don't care. You get it?
Get it?
I could do all of that if I really aspired to.
He aspired to do it.
I could dedicate time and see if I still have the metal to do it. I think it would more be mental than anything else, really, to get my mind into a mindset of competitive play and that grindy lifestyle and all of that. But guys, it's 2025. I'm 43 years old. I'm happily married. I love my life. I love being a variety creator.
I love that he's like saying that it's like, I'm happily married and this and like, it's just like, yeah, nobody who's married goes to tournaments or participates in tournaments, right? Nobody. Yes.
And content streamer. I don't want to go back to the grind of what I did for 10 years, traveling the country to play Street Fighter. I've been there, done that. That's in my past. That's kind of like a phase I grew out of, and I have no aspirations to
Oh,
go
it's
back
so gross to say I grew out of a phase. Dude, I thought you liked fighting games. I grew out of a phase, guys. I grew out my Street Fighter
to
phase.
it. I could if I wanted to, but I don't want to. You get it? I don't want to at all. I'm totally opposed to it. So it doesn't matter
It
that
doesn't
when I play CVS
matter.
2, oh, it doesn't matter that he's playing this because it's an old game and no one cares. It doesn't matter if I play Street Fighter 6. I'm also not going to go travel and play that in tournaments either. Do you get it? It's all for fun. It's all for
Again, he just bitched about people who play these games for fun. He literally said that. He's like, yeah, people are gonna just play the game. They're not going to tournaments, and they try hard to win online. But DSP will drop a fighting game if he doesn't win, and then will say, well, why would you want to watch a stream of me losing? You want to see me win, right? But now it's all about the love of the game. But these other people who play these games for the love of it and try to win, well, they're tryhards in there and they ruin the game. But not Phil though. Phil can't ruin the game. He's a net positive. If he plays your game is amazing.
all for entertainment purposes. Yes, getting good at these games and doing well and ranking up and having high level matches is more meaningful to
Someone
me.
said RTU is copying his schedule. Why should anyone care? Like, Rich is such a pathetic little bitch. He's trying so hard to get his attention, and it's really pathetic. Like, these are pathetic levels. It's not even I don't know if Rich is trying to lean into the DSP thing. He's like obsessed stalker bit, which I don't know why anyone would want to do that. Because I don't know what the joke is other than I'm doing what he's doing. Because I guess the joke is that, well, if DSP is such a master streamer that everyone would want to aspire to be him. But it's like, okay, Rich, fucking keep doing your ASMR tech reviews. See how far that goes.
And it may be more meaningful to a viewer who cares about the competitive nature of the games, but it's all a moot point. It's all for jokes. None of this
Wait, what?
is more meaningful to me, and it may be more meaningful to a viewer who cares about the competitive nature of the games, but it's all a moot point. It's all for jokes. Having high level matches and play that in tournaments either. Do you get it? It's all for fun. It's all for entertainment purposes. Yes, getting good at these games and doing well and ranking up and having high level matches is more meaningful to me, and it may be more meaningful to a viewer who cares about the competitive nature of the games, but it's all a moot point. It's all for
It's all a moot point. This dude, man, he needs to I don't know what happened along the way with this dude's development. Because it just seems more and more we're getting to the point where he will just say words and not really think about what he's saying. So he said, well, it's meaningful to me, but it's all a moot point. So it's a moot point that these games mean something to you and that you like the game. That's moot because it's a joke. It really is like he kind of integrated another rant into the thing he's talking about, that because it makes no sense.
it's all for jokes. None of this is for serious business.
What's the joke? What's the joke that he's playing CVS 2? Then play rival schools. That'd be even funnier, right?
I'm not in the FGC. I'm going to repeat that. I'm not in the FGC. I don't want to be a part of the FGC.
I think the joke is man, this is almost Rich level, RTU level joke, almost. That he is getting good at a game and he's not even part of the FGC. Which is I mean, I guess it could be a joke, but it kind of doesn't work when literally anyone could do that. I mean, hell, I'm trying to win in Guilty Gear. Does that mean I'm doing it for the lulz? Oh man, this dude is something else.
FGC. A lot of things about modern FGC is pretty fucking stupid, lame, wimpy ass bullshit, whining.
Wimpy ass bullshit. I mean, okay. he conflates normal trash talking, like, oh, you think you're gonna win? Well, fuck you, eat shit. I'm gonna win, bitch. Like, he thinks that's the same as like someone saying, hey, this person's harassing me because like, they're harassing me up based on my gender or whatever. Like, there's all of these like occasions of fucked up shit like that happening and sexual assault happening, and he's conflating like all of that with like wimpy shit or whatever. I mean, I wouldn't lump in the sexual harassment stuff that because that is an actual like a steeper thing that I don't think DSP would kind of write off, but he would write off like people who are like saying sexist terms and stuff like that, or racial terms and that, and saying, well, you just gotta deal with it. But do they have to? I mean, it's fine to trash talk, but I do think that there should be at least a line. Not everyone need like you shouldn't have to put up with like bigotry to play a video game. Like, and that's what probably these people are like calling out, that DSP's calling wimpy shit, when it's like, no, I don't think we should have a toxic environment. But it's ironic coming from this guy when he's like, FGC is toxic and it's nasty. But then when like the FGC tries to hold these toxic people accountable, he will always say, well, these people are a bunch of bitches. Like, come on. Come on, dude.
Bitchiness, pettiness, garbage. You know, the people in the modern FGC today, some of them are quite good. Some of them are nice people. And there's others that are the biggest fucking bitches I've ever seen.
But of course, he's gonna say this in like vague terms. So if you say, Phil, this guy's not I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about the other guy. But the thing is that if you look far enough, you can see him just being shitty to like a young up and coming FGC guy that he doesn't know. And then when the guy says, yeah, DSP, he thinks you're a piece of shit for like shitting on him, like, well, tell you thick skin, dude. But it's like, you cry about these people who don't know you, do not respect you. Why would they respect someone that is just negative to people who are just playing the game? I mean, even in this reign, he's shitting on people who for just simply playing the game. And he's saying that, yeah, these people are a bunch of wimps. Dude, you're shitting on people for, like, petty reasons, like playing the game. And then he's saying that these other people are petty, when this dude was crying that the FGC wasn't, like, respecting the old guard. That's kind of petty, especially for a guy who doesn't care about the FGC. Why should the FGC care about the guy who doesn't care about them, right? At least like Justin Wong, Maximilian, all these people at least like are aware of what the FGC is about and like kind of continues to like nurture it, right? Or whatever. What has DSP done for the FGC other than bitch and moan? Nothing. He pretends to contribute to Discord by calling out a YouTuber Aka button check and then say like, oh, look, this is my opinion, and I think that people should try to earn their wins, and blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, this is not even, like, level 2 thinking. Secondly, he doesn't do anything meaningful for them, and he always makes it about himself. Like, Maximilian, Justin Wong, you don't see Justin Wong going around like, yeah, hi guys, I'm the guy who did that amazing parry in Third Strike, what's going on, guys? He doesn't rub anyone's face in it, and he does his own thing. But what does DSP do for the FGC and then complains that they don't respect him? That's not him being petty? Oh, okay, dude.
They would never be able to hang back in the day 20 years ago when you went to an arcade and you had people talking shit in your face.
But even then, when people would do that, they get, like, it is a very different world, sure. Because a lot of times people just dealt with it back then, and then people realizing, wait, we don't have to deal with it. Why don't we just, like, speak up and say, no, I don't want to fucking be harassed for X, Y, and Z reasons. Like, that's simply all it is. And this dude is like, conflating, like, malicious harassment or stuff that is based in bigotry with someone who is saying that, well, you're a doo-doo head. Like, it's not the same situation. And he knows that if he at least listened to these people who are bringing it up. Like, this is, like, the other thing, he doesn't listen to anyone who brings up like he doesn't understand any of these social issues or any of these social problems because he doesn't care to listen to the people who are bringing it up. Like, maybe try listening to people once in a while.
People tell them they're going to beat your ass in the parking lot because you beat them in the game. It's a little different back then. Today, it's a lot.
But again, he would say that is toxic behavior. Can you believe it's current year and the FGC is still acting like it was back then with all this fucked up shit? But then when they try to hold that shit accountable, it's like, wow, these are a bunch of wimps. Again, you can never please this fat fuck because it's not good enough for him.
It's a lot of pussy mode bullshit.
Pussy mode bullshit. Take me seriously,
and quite frankly, I don't think that I would even enjoy it. I'm being honest. If I were to get into the competitive lifestyle...
Again, he's going off just because someone asked him to play Sagat. And he's acting as if the dude said, will you go to EVO and win top place and then say on the stage that modern gaming sucks or whatever the fuck? And he's like, let me tell you about EVO, guys.
Well, today, I'd probably laugh at the people who are involved in it.
Oh, that's
quite
so
honestly.
Cool.
You know?
I love they say he's gonna laugh at them. Mister, I'm positive. I'm a positive guy. If you... oh my god, I realized this. This dude literally sat there like, if you have a problem, speak up. Talk about it. These people are like speaking up about problems that they have. Wow, what a bunch of limp dick losers. And I would laugh at them. This is like, man. So you want them to speak up, but then also if they speak up, then they're a bunch then they're wimps, right? And again, just imagine what he'd say if people talked about Kat like this. If Kat hates us, Phil, she should speak up. And then Kat would say, yeah, I don't like the harassment. Well, what a bitch! You think DSP's gonna, like, have a well-adjusted response to that? No.
It's pretty silly.
But let's not think about that, right? It's pretty silly. But, you know, again, he says he would be the best tournament organizer. So if you have a problem with this tournament, he's gonna laugh at you. Isn't that that's what you want, a tournament organizer. Oh, you think this guy's a piece of shit? Yeah. And that's what he'd give you. He just go left in your face. The guy could be like a fucking like sex pest piece of shit, but he won't do anything. He'll just laugh at you because you see deal with it. What a cool guy. But remember, guys, speak up. If you have a problem, speak up.
If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm just moderating the idiots on Kick who literally regurgitate the same memes that are completely stupid and untrue.
Okay, if you talk about Gilmore Girls, Gilmore Girls. Happy Gilmore 2, that's where I'm gonna stop the video. Gilmore Girls. That could be a spin-off. You know
I
what?
know, yeah, James
Adam Sandler, you could do a spin-off called Gilmore Girls. He should do that. You know what? If he does it, I know he's watching my videos. The Happy Gilmore like spin-off
the first
series.
Street Fighter
Gilmore
he played, he had
Girls.
watched me play Street Fighter ever since Super Street Fighter 4. But even now, being that he
and it
can
could
play
feature his
he doesn't
daughter
playing it anymore. And I hear you. I'm with you. I could play Street Fighter 6. I could spend a lot of time on it. I could get back into the swing of things. And I would probably hate every moment and be bored to tears. There'd be some moments where I'd enjoy. Don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, dude.
Seriously. There could be a time frame where I'd be playing with Dalzim, or maybe I would like Sagat, or I'd get back into playing Blanca for a little bit, and I would have some enjoyment. But ultimately, it's going to be spoiled by the tryhards. The people who literally just sit there, non-stop playing, never stop, yet they're scrubs who will never do anything in a tournament. So they're wasting their fucking time, but they're ruining the fun for people.
You're not going to a tournament, though. So again, it's okay for him to play a game and not enter a tournament, but other people are playing the game and just simply wanting to win in an online game that's multiplayer that, you know, they're wasting their time. This dude wants to gatekeep this game for the dumbest of reasons. It's not even like, oh, these people who just mash. It's literally these people are playing and they're not even gonna join a tournament. What are we doing here?
For people who don't fucking play the game nonstop. It's sad. It's pathetic. And it's what the internet culture has done. They actually feel like, oh, I'm hot shit because I can play this pattern online. No, you're not. You just...
Dude, this is like he's responding to me like bragging about my fucking Guilty Gear rank. You know what? I'm gonna go to that Guilty Gear rank site. We're gonna go to full Greek. I don't know what it's gonna show me. Let's see if I go to a ranking update. Guilty Gear. Let's see. Made in Heaven. That is my Guilty Gear name, guys. Okay. Okay, I think it's safe. This is my Baiken. I am my rank, guys. My ranking is 553 with Baiken. Yeah, guys, and that's my avatar. Let's see. What about my Jacko? Did my Jacko like go anywhere? Sometimes like I cannot play a character and then I will still get a ranking. No, she fell off. What about Unica? Did Unica? No, I didn't. I don't think I played Unica enough for her to do anything. Let's see. Man, I played a lot of characters. Where's Dizzy? There she is. No. But Baiken. Now that's a character. Guys, I'm number 53. Top 600 Baiken player according to Puddle Farm. According to Puddle Farm, that's where I rank with Baiken. Yeah, guys, I'm hot shit. Yeah, you can say I'm the best Baiken in the world. Yeah, in Strive. That was all Strive characters. I don't know if they ever did for Exard. I don't know if there's an Exard equivalent.
You're a loser. Really, if you to make this completely clear,
I'm a loser,
if you spend
guys.
all your time playing Street Fighter 6 or another fighting game, this is all you do, and you're a tryhard who literally just sits online regurgitating a pattern over and over, and you're grinded to master.
But what about?
But then you don't take that and apply it to the tournament scene. You have completely wasted your fucking time.
What if I don't want to? What if I don't want to go to a tournament? And again, there is a very big difference from playing online in the cover of your own house and then going to a stage with a bunch of people watching. Like that's a completely different like avenue. And this dude is saying, "Well, you can't go to a tournament. You're wasting your time." What if they just like the game and they just want to win? This is like the dumbest fucking thing to say.
The point of competitive play in a fighting game is eventually you're hoping that you're going to go somewhere with it.
So was he hoping to go to a Mario Kart tournament by playing Mario Kart World? Is that why he played it? Is that why he played all these other fighting games like King of Fighters 14? Was he hoping to go to a tournament? No. He doesn't want to go to a tournament. But apparently everyone else have to go to a tournament. They're going to play a fighting game. Like, this is the dumbest reason to fucking gatekeep. One of the dumbest.
And maybe you can win a tournament, you could place, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
The competitive nature is for that reason. If you literally spend an insane amount of time playing fighting games and you never actually go to a tournament and do anything, you've wasted your life.
But I like the game.
That's the truth, okay? Me, I play fighting games, once a week, twice a week tops. I'm not wasting my life. I only play them a few hours.
But see how much he's like, this is unfair. He's like, I play once a week, man. So, all good. But he's assuming that if you play and you try to win, you're wasting your time because that must mean you're wasting your life labbing and doing all this stuff. How does he know that? Because they know how to play a pattern? How hard does he know to master a character, I guess? If they're only learning one combo or one pattern, how long does it really take to do that? Come on.
There's people who are literally sitting there grinding away online endlessly, and they don't do anything with it.
This dude is honestly grinding in CVS2 to get his points up. Again, he has literally talked about playing as people and saying, I'm gonna milk their points. Okay, I'm done farming your points. I'm gonna move on, guys. That's literally what he says all the time.
You're a nobody. You're a never was.
And
No one cares. The only person that
this is the guy that also needed King Crimson to teach him how to play a fighting game. Like, this dude has no, like, room to talk.
cares is you. Right? It's like the angry video game nerd used to say. The only one you're hurting is yourself. It's you against the Nintendo. No one cares but you.
But that doesn't make any sense. You're going against other people. Like okay, look at this, right? I'm top 600 Baiken according to this site. That is pretty cool when you think about this. Is like including the entire crossplay of like not Switch, like PlayStation, PC, Xbox. Out of the entire community of Strive, I'm top 600. I'm a top 600 Baiken player. Now, of course, I don't think this really means anything because I'm sure there are way better people than me playing Baiken. But like that is a cool little thing. That like, oh, well, I'm this proficient with the character. Like I don't think my win loss ratio is that good, but it's like, it's good. Like I mean, let's see, where's the Happy Chaos? Does it have a Happy Chaos character here? Yeah, see, my odds went up 70%. 70% against Happy Chaos now. And that used to be a character I struggled with. And now I am not scared. I'm not scared of fucking Happy Chaos. I graduated. Now I see Happy Chaos, I'm like, okay, I can win this. Easy.
You. No one cares that you're a tryhard who sits online and wastes your entire life away playing this fucking game, but you don't do anything with it. You're the one wasting your time.
But
And then someone wants to just play casually, can't do it because you're the idiot who wasted your life grinding away.
But why do I have to tailor my gameplay because a casual might play? Like, how is that fair? Oh, damn, a casual might play. I need to suck more. Isn't that what casual mode is for, or lobbies, or whatever? Like, if you're doing ranked mode, you're going to tryhard city, buddy.
Memorizing the pattern. You're not smart. You're not good. You're dunce. You're the loser in the situation.
You're the loser. No, he's the loser. DSP's the bigger loser. I'm sorry. When you have this level of bitching and moaning about people who play video games, you're the biggest loser of them all. The king of losers, if you will. We found what he's the king of.
Anyway,
the king of losers.
Yeah, I really don't think I care anymore about Street Fighter 6. I'm not saying
Okay.
now in my schedule and everyone's sad that
Yeah.
Everyone's enjoying the variety that I'm not playing it. Even DSP can learn There is a small group of people who do want to see me go back to it because I was doing good at it, and I think that they saw that was kind of a talking point. Geez, even DSP can learn a modern fighting game and play it at a pretty good level. That's wild because
he played fighting games for years. You could go to his channel and look throughout the years. Look at the year that like Tekken 7 came out. He played it. Soul Calibur 6, he played it. He played every single fighting game between Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 6. And he's talking as if he never touched a fighting game. He's like, well, guys, I played a fighting game. I mean, at this point, comparatively speaking, it's more impressive that I'm top 600 Baiken in Strive. Like, and again, it's like bullshit. It's whatever. But if we're gonna start bragging about accomplishments and achievements, I guess I could say it's more impressive that I won, right? I didn't go to a tournament, and I'm able to be top 600, dude.
Because he wasn't playing them for the longest time, right?
Right.
But at the same time,
and I didn't play Baiken for a long time either. I didn't touch Baiken since I want to say season 3, like sometime there, like before Alpha came and all that. But now I'm playing Baiken a lot more since then. Pretty cool, huh?
Half the people who want to see me play Street Fighter 6 are assholes who just want to see me fail and rage at the people who are
fail and rage. Insane.
Who are tryhards. And what it is, they all want me to be LTG.
Yeah,
but I'm not LTG. Like,
Be that-
LTG needs to play fighting
that
games because that's all
guy.
anyone cares about him doing. So he plays them and he fails at them and he
How does he know that's all he plays? Like, he keeps saying that, oh, he only plays this. How does he know that's all he plays? He might be playing other games. Maybe he's a variety streamer too, dude.
rages and loses, and then everyone laughs at him, and that's where they get their fucking farmable meme material from. But for me,
This is weird. He's like, oh, he plays the rage. That's like, he first shits on LTG for playing these games and raging, but then he kind of puts it off onto like these people who are farming from LTG, as if LTG is like, I don't know. It's weird.
that's not me. I do such
That's not
variety
me.
of content. You don't see that, right?
Right?
So that's the difference here. I don't need to do crap. I don't need to shovel the shit per se. I could do whatever I want and it works.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Cyber Elk, how you doing? €2 super chat. I'm hoping that people will enjoy the new stuff. Like today,
All right. I think that's it.
that I guess there is gameplay coming out later this week, so that would have been a waste of time. Gaming news or anything right now. Ask me a question. Let's get our first membership. If we actually get caring about him, talking about him, a tattoo of completely.
Talking about Rich.
There you go.
There you go. I like it says he'll never talk about him again. Yeah, right.
What are my thoughts about Donkey Kong Bonanza so far?
I remember he said Rich is dead to him. Okay. Let's see the cold open
Series is continuing with season 2, so it's like a promotion.
Oh God, I'm scared to ask what this is.
Tie-in, and I said, "Oh, that sounds neat. Why don't we do that? Let me look up this meal." And I go to look it up, and it's 10 nuggets, which you can get right now, a small fries, which you can get right now.
Oh my God, dude, this is obnoxious. First off, the only reason he's shitting on this is, get this, he wants to do local businesses. So of course, since he doesn't want to do chains or fast food, he has to put that down. Now, I just want everyone to remember, back when he was doing fast food, and people were like, oh, I'm tired of fast food, Phil, why? Like, they even asked him, why don't you do local restaurants? He said, well, the point of DSP Tries It is so that, like, I can try out food, then you can order the food that you have access to. Not everyone has access to the restaurants that are here. But suddenly, magically, he wants to do local businesses. Because get this, he probably wants to do this so that, like, he can try food out, get paid for it, and his fucking fat wife doesn't get bored of eating the same slop. And there's no risk. Like, he doesn't, like, it's so funny that this dude's like, I want to feel the burn like everyone else does when they buy something. But yeah, when it comes to food, we gotta soften the blow by making it a goal, so that way he gets, like, a lot of money to then buy the said food, and then he can, like, and if he doesn't like it, well, he got, like, a $1,500 or whatever the fuck to eat it. Like, this dude is so sleazy. What a fucking scam. What a con man. This is the kind of shit that people will point to and say, see, this is why, we don't need this or that. It's like, okay, but it's gonna actually affect people who are actual normal people. Not pig people.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone.
On today's show.
By the way, I love that in the daily wrap, he's trying so hard to distance himself from this original opening. Every daily rep was, hello everyone, or whatever the fuck. And then, like, but now, like, he's starting to, like, try to switch it up.
We're gonna talk.
Oh God. And I love that, like, the day streams, you have a good chance of getting, hello everyone. You get that. You get that a lot. Everyone.
Good morning, everyone. On today's show.
Why? Why did he have to do this? Remember when he yelled at Rich saying he doesn't want to suck a mic stick or whatever the fuck? Well, look at him now.
We're going to talk about what we did yesterday, including how did Luto go? Was it good? Was it scary?
How was
it
Luto?
Weird? Did anyone care? We'll discuss.
Oh.
Plus, the return of GTA 4 last night was a big question mark. Did it go well? And was it supported well enough that it looks like it may come back to the day streams? We'll talk about that.
I love this dumb logic here because Mario Kart has hit multiple goals at night, never went back to the day stream, missed one, gone forever. Oh man.
In addition, I've been hearing some weird rumblings, rumors, and nonsense, and I just want to talk with you guys about it and address it because I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I'm serious. So might as well just get it out now and get rid
No.
of this crap
No.
from the public discussion.
No. Don't fucking tell me this is gonna be a bonus discussion that may or may not be in the podcast, but let's magically not have the time to talk about it. If it's one of that, because I'm so mad about that stupid podcast. It's like you're like, yeah, people are trying to make me do stuff. I'm like, okay, what are you talking about here? Oh, that was bonus. I'm not gonna talk about it. So it's like, oh, so you clickbaited your dumb fuck podcast for no reason. And yet this guy will complain about other people clickbaiting a video.
Outside of that, there's not a lot going on today. So if we end up having not a lot to talk about,
Yeah.
we can have a shorter show.
Yeah,
and that would give more
drama
time for the
shit is not
bonanza.
gonna be in this podcast.
Because today, Donkey Kong Bonanza continues. So if we end up having not a lot to talk about,
listen to this
we can have a
fucking
shorter show.
redundancy.
And that would give more time for the bonanza. Because today,
The bonanza, because today's Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Donkey Kong Bonanza continues. And we want to get maximum progress.
Yeah,
so,
to get it off the game.
Sit back and relax.
We gotta remove it.
It's time for another awesome and chill episode of the Level 1 Podcast. Attention!
Okay. Alright. I do want to go to DSP Gaming. I want to go to the Daily Wrap because he said some fun stuff. Let me tell you. I wasn't expecting the Daily Wrap is basically a nothing burger, but there's one little thing.
Hello and good evening, my friends.
Phil
here,
See what I mean?
and welcome
He's
to the
changing
Daily Wrap.
his
For what
intro
was
to
Sunday,
fuck with
the
us.
27th of July, 2025, my return day from having some time away yesterday,
Right.
and a good day of
Okay.
variety and fun.
All right.
Admittedly,
We're just gonna skip that a little bit.
I'll give a pretty what you think there is as rewards for contests. And the funny part is,
What?
I answered a question at length about whether or not back in the day I actually used to give out empty boxes.
Oh, this I'm not listening to the Pignosis. No, you're not getting me, buddy.
It makes it sound horrible when it was the premiere of a new. What does that mean?
You're not getting me on that one.
Well, basically,
I know your lies.
Messes with you. You're in a tunnels through sketchbook. After a while, basically, some weird stuff starts to happen, or someone's messing with you. All right, there are puzzles in the game that can be pretty. Reportedly, 3 hours if you know what you're doing will likely wrap up this game. Gore. So for the people who stuck around to check it out, they seem to enjoy it and were intrigued. But admittedly, a lot of people today think horror is gore.
I feel like people were probably complaining that the game is boring to watch and all this stuff. Like, they probably want to watch a video game, like, whatever. Because I don't think that, I don't know. I can't take DSP at his word, because this dude will like you could say I don't like bagels, and he'll say this guy hates bagels. He despises bagels, and it's like, geez, I just said I didn't like them. And you'll make it sound as if you wanted to kill people who make bagels. It's like, geez, man, relax.
Horror.
Like, I just think simply people are just watching and think, oh, this, like, I don't really care for this. I like games that have like a game over. Oh, you can't die in this game. Whatever. Because it's a walking sim from what it sounds like. And it's like, sure, that could be scary on its own, but it just seems like maybe they want something a little bit more entertaining to watch.
Horror is, oh, you can get killed at any moment, right? People don't think that horror is like a psychological build-up where you're trying to think and figure out for yourself what's really happening. And a lot of people, sadly, I hate to say it,
this is really nasty what he says before he says what he's gonna say. Well, I guess I could lump it in, but again, it's just not everyone likes the same kind of horror. I like it. I was like, well, this is a psychological horror, and not a lot of people like that. It's like, okay, yeah, I mean, but he's gonna like talk down to them, and he's saying, well, you get to think and this and that. Watch him talk about Inside. He hated that game because it doesn't explain what's going on. He hates every time the game asks you to think a little bit. He's like, oh, that's lazy, and this and that. But when he's like, oh, this is fine. Oh, it's great. It's great. You guys are just too dumb to understand it.
They're not smart enough to enjoy it. Do you know?
I love now. I don't understand. Does he do these videos to different audiences and think that the people who watch his streams are not watching the daily rap? Like, this dude really said this about his
We're
audience.
trying to think and figure.
And again, remember, he got mad that trolls were calling his viewers dense. By the way, he was like, "Oh, they think you're stupid." But look at what he just said.
Out for yourself what's really happening. And a lot of people, sadly, I hate to say it, they're not smart enough to enjoy it. Do you know?
And I love that, like, he does that cute. You're not smart enough to know that I'm a scammer. Like, that's kind of what's going on here.
What I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, if this were Resident Evil and we were, fighting.
Yeah, this is what kind of tipped my opinion on this, because I feel like that there was like they wanted like an action horror game like Resident Evil and this and that, and they probably don't really care because watching sim horror games, they're like I feel it's more like you experience it on your own, like, and they also feel like kind of like a dime a dozen. Like, I think, and that's kind of why I think mouth washing was so like iconic for a lot of people, because it was a very stylized game. Now, I think it's a lot of people can feel whatever about mouth washing, but it's very clear what it was set out to do. Ludo just looks kind of like any other walking sim horror game you've seen 1,000 times, so you're probably gonna be more easily to clock out when you watch a stream of it. And again, the problem when you're DSP, you rely on the game to be entertaining, and if the game's not entertaining, then all they have is this, and the problem starts to show itself.
Merciless armies of mutated mold monsters, then you're like, oh, it's good. But because it's psychological horror, a lot of people just don't get it and they get bored.
Then how do they why do they Silent Hill then? Isn't Silent Hill a psychological thriller? Same with Evil Within. And I love that this dude does not respect the medium, as this dude's like, oh, video games are art, dude, but he never really interacts with video games on that kind of level. Only when it suits him. Like, come on.
All right, I was not bored. I was interested with this game. I actually was dying to play it more because
I love that this is also coming from the guy that's damn it, structure, damn it, folks, and he's this like uncharitable to his own audience that may not even like this kind of game. He acts as if they're wrong for not liking it. Like, I can understand that it could be annoying that you want to share something with someone and they just don't get it or whatever, like, but that's something that you just kind of have to cope and deal with.
Because actually, something really cool happened at the very end of the stream. As we were ending, the game broke the fourth wall and closed itself.
Whoa!
It actually like showed a menu, the menu opened.
Oh,
and the game...
dude, when the game is like bare bones fourth wall breaking, these people will clap and will do backflips for you. It's like Doki Doki Literature Club. That's kind of it. I kind of want to see what his drama is, but I don't want to dedicate a video on it because it could be very well a nothing burger, and it may be worth doing a video on its own. So I'm gonna end it here. I want to thank you all for watching. Let's do a vibe check though. Let's see where he's at now.
It doesn't seem to catch on, right? Sad. Okay.
Oh,
so
God.
Anyway, I'm excited for both. I don't think I'm more excited for one more than the other, but I do think the potential that if Silent Hill comes back to full capacity with new games, that's more exciting because it's something we don't have. We already have Resident Evil still going strong, right? Okay.
We are doing Q&A.
NVL Ward loved the response, so I'm glad you liked it.
There will be no drama.
Let's see here.
All right, let's
Someone tipped $2 says, how did you manage to get GTA 4 mods installed? I'm trying right now. It's a nightmare. Hope you lose.
Oh my god, and then it's you're so hard. The mods, man.
Playthrough of mine right after I had moved. Game looks good. That was the music playing from it in the chair.
Yeah,
It doesn't make any sense. Kind of reminds me of like what was it, the movie Cabin in the Woods, where
oh my god.
and you grab keys and you go out.
Yeah.
You know, it's yellow now, so yellow for the yellow.
Oh my god.
Awesome playthroughs I'm doing right now is GTA
Yeah,
4
I don't think we're gonna talk about that drama thing. That's gonna be another fucking clickbait thing. I'm calling it. I don't give a fuck.
to try to get them working. And finally I did, and even now they're not all
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get to the drama part. It's probably a nothing burger. Well, I was like, oh, the rumor is that like I got a community guideline strike and I did it because a lot of people are thinking that that's what happened. I don't think. I get that theory. I'm not gonna say that people are wrong for thinking it. I just don't think it is. Because I feel he would be a little bit more like complaining a little bit of how people are sensitive snowflakes, and we would definitely see an omission of certain words he's been using. Like if he says the R slur again, for example, then it can't be, but it could be that. I mean, because it's a slur, it's a hateful slur, dude. But I don't think it's that. A lot of people are writing off like that it can't be anything with his family because he said that I was talking about it, but I don't know. I mean, he has described his family as like he doesn't consider going to Connecticut on vacation. Like, I mean, he didn't consider going to see his parents on vacation. I mean, that kind of says enough, in my opinion. Like, if I lived far away from my parents and I took a week to see them, I would kind of say that's a vacation because I'm spending time with my family and I'm having a good time, right?
That's good news. People were telling me that when they tried to watch the Rockathon that it had been muted and they couldn't watch it anymore. Did I have a version with the music in it? And I was like, I have the raw file somewhere, but it sucks if I re-upload it, they're just going to mute it again anyway. Maybe it got unmuted. Maybe what happened is they unmuted it, but now it's claimed. If that's the case, that's great. At least people can watch it.
So then why can't you just watch? Oh my god, dude. He says this, but guess what we're gonna do when Tony Hawk comes out? I gotta turn on streamer mode. So it means nothing. We can't listen to music in GTA 4. Like this is garbage, and I'm glad he's giving these people trash content. They deserve it. Okay, now it's revealed the end. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. If he even does this fucking dumbass drama, which he's not gonna do, but I'll see you when I see you. Bye.